this video we're going to look at A. So all of the methods that we have, and I'm not going to use graphing for any of these, but all of the methods we have factoring, we have square roots, we have completing the square, and we have the quadratic formula. So I'm just going to go through which ones would work. Quadratic formula always works, so you can always check it off. In this case, could I factor? Now, if I wanted to factor, I'd rewrite it as x squared minus 4x minus 7 equals 0. Now, I'd want two factors of 7 that add to 4. I don't see it factoring, at least not easily. It actually doesn't factor. Square roots, there's a bx term. Completing the square, that works. So I'm actually going to solve this by completing the square. Since we've done a lot of videos on quadratic formula, I'm actually not going to use quadratic formula for any of these three problems, but you could. So for completing the square, I'm going to take my b term, negative 4, divide by 2, and square it, because I want x squared minus 4x plus box is equal to 7 plus box. So to get what goes into the box, that's what I'm going to do. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Square it, I'll get a positive 4, and a positive 4 goes on both sides. The right-hand side becomes 11. The left-hand side is a perfect square trinomial and factors as x minus 2 quantity squared. I'm now going to take the square root of both sides, and I will get x minus 2 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 11. And I'm going to add 2 to both sides and get x is equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of 11. So this is the exact solution. And if I want the approximate solutions, I can do x is equal to 2 minus the square root of 11, or x is equal to 2 plus the square root of 11. And one thing that's important to notice here is the only difference between these is the middle sign. So one is subtraction, one is addition. So 2 minus the square root of 11. 2 minus the square root of 11. That is x is approximately negative 1.32, or 2 plus the square root of 11. X is approximately 5.32. So I chose this one with completing the square because A was 1 and B was even.